you guys are going to be able to see me. Okay, so today we have, Luca getting into his food. Hold on one second. Luca! Hey, baby. Today we have a dog named Luca who just got here. Richie, I need your couch. Thank you. And Luca has not had any formal training before, today really. So we're going to start off with teaching him place, and we're going to free shape this. First of all, I want him to know that I'm making food. I'm going to load the word yes, which is going to be our marker word, rather than using a clicker. There's lots of video training on, or videos on training with a clicker, which is exactly the same, and they've been proven that they work the same. But there's a lot of people that don't like using a clicker. Luca, hey, Luca. Yeah, good buddy, good job. So we're going to work with a marker word today. So first of all, I'm going to start by loading the word. And I may have to have a couple of pretty good high value treats to do this. Luca? Yes! Luca? Yes! You may have to even get a leash on him. Yes. Yes. Luca hasn't even learned how to pay attention to a human yet. Yes. Yes. And then we're going to free shape. Yes. Getting over here on this placemat. Yes, Luca. So he's beginning to understand that the word yes means there might be something in store for him. Richie, can you couch? Thank you. Yes. Yes, Richie. Okay. Yes. All right. So now that we've loaded the word yes in the same way that we would do a clicker, I'm going to free shape just by standing. I want to stand here. Now the reason that I have this mat up against the wall is because I want him to have a choice where he just stands kind of in front of me, and if he comes around to see what I'm doing or where I am, then he's going to pretty quickly end up stepping on this mat. Now if I had it in the middle of the room, he would absolutely eventually step on the mat also, but probably, yes, a little less frequently. Yes. So I'm going to reward anything that approaches yes, being on the mat. Yes. And then I'm going to start rewarding him off the mat. So I'm going to wait for him to get on the mat again. And then I'm going to reward him away from the mat. I'm going to mark on the mat and reward away from the mat so that he has the opportunity to step on the mat again, which is to say, do the right thing again. Yes. So I'm going to throw it that way because that's the way he's headed. I'm going to go ahead and take that opportunity to reload. I'm going to get his kibble this time. Wait for him to decide that maybe he can't get into the things that are over there. Yes. Richie. Richie. Couch. Richie, couch. Yes. Good boy, Richie. So he's still looking for food. Mind you, this is his first day training. Yes. So he's not really very good at finding the treats yet. Richie, stay. Right? So he still doesn't understand that once he's found a piece of food that he should probably come back and try to look for more reinforcement. Yes! And I'm going to try to make sure that because he's not used to looking for the food, I'm going to make it very obvious where I throw it. Richie, couch. Richie's having a hard day today. I guess it's the weather. Richie, couch. And Richie has the same cue, but instead of using place, we use couch. Yes. So So here I can wait for him to look at me or to step off and then step back on again. Those are, either one is a good option. Yes. And I rewarded him there because I like him standing on the mat. That's the whole point of this exercise. I want him to begin to understand that being on the mat is a helpful thing to do. Yes. Luca. Richie. Callister, I'll put you in a crate. Yes. I'm going to have to reinforce Richie's place station too. Yes. Yes. So I moved back and he stayed on the mat. That's fantastic. Because what I want him to do is I want him to begin to think of this mat as kind of a magnet. Now he's standing in front of me, so now he's asking, is it just standing in front of you? Maybe if I sit, maybe if I jump, how do I get this? And all I'm feeding him right now is his dog food. You'll notice everybody else in the background is kind of having breakfast. So we're going to see what he wants to do. He's pretty sure that jumping up and just taking things from people might be the good way to do this. I really think that's not going to help him. Yes. And there I'm going to reward on the mat. Now he's still not used to following a hand. I'm going to help him out here. Reward it again because we've got all 4 feet on the mat. And he's wandered off, so this gives him another chance to try it again, see if he can do the right thing again. Yes! So he's beginning to understand that whenever he goes to the mat, he might get reinforcement there. And we'll teach him to follow a hand with luring a little later. Yes. Yes. I'm going to go ahead and restock my supply of so-called treats. Reinforce it. Richie's staying where I want him to be. So he's wandered off the mat. What should he do next? We don't have all 4 feet on, but we're real close. Yes. And you'll notice that I've just kind of wormed my way backward so that I'm no longer directly in his path. He has to kind of guess where this might be. The next step could either be for me to move the mat around or for me to ask for distance, distraction, and duration. Richie. Okay. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and ask for duration. Yes. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with moving, giving a little more time. Yes. And just rewarding while he stays there. Yes. So he's come off the mat, which means that he's going to have to go back all the way on the mat, all 4 feet on the mat. And then once we've taught sit and down, of course, we'll teach him to sit and lay down on the mat. Yes. But right now we're just kind of turning the mat into a magnet. And there's no punishment for leaving. There's no punishment in any of this. Yes. He's just beginning to understand that, hey, this is where I'm going to get fed. This is where all things happy are. don't want him jumping, so I'm not going to reinforce with eye contact or talking to him or shoving him down, telling him no. He's decided he's thirsty. He wants to get a drink. That's fine. I don't want to force my dogs, yes, to do anything they don't want to do. I don't want to coerce them into it. So we could go ahead and maybe see if he'll sit. Yes. Yes. I'm reinforcing there because he stayed. Yes. 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 Okay, Luca, free. And I'm going to start to introduce the cue free, which tells him that, hey, you're done working there. Yes, and he gets a little piece of kibble for that. Tell Richie free. He's free to go. And that is part 1 of teaching a place cue.